Jeff Bezos is the founder and CEO of the e-commerce company Amazon, the owner of the Washington Post, and the founder of the space exploration company Blue Origin. His successful business ventures have made him one of the world's wealthiest people. Bezos, who was born in New Mexico in 1964, developed an early interest in computers and went on to study computer science and electrical engineering at Princeton University. He worked on Wall Street after graduation, and in 1990 he was the youngest senior vice president at the investment firm D. Sure, Bezos left his lucrative job 4 years later to launch Amazon.com, an online bookstore that became one of the internet's biggest success stories. Bezos bought the Washington Post in 2013, and Amazon bought Whole Foods in 2017. Amazon announced in February 2021 that Bezos will step down as CEO in the third quarter of the year. Early life and education. Bezos was born in Albuquerque, New Mexico, on January 12, 1964, to a teenage mother, Jacqueline Jies Jorgensen, and his biological father, Ted Jorgensen. The Jorgensens had been married for less than a year. Bezos' mother remarried Mike Bezos, a Cuban immigrant, when he was 4 years old. Bezos earned a bachelor's degree in computer science and electrical engineering from Princeton University in 1986. As a child, Bezos was fascinated by how things worked, converting his parents' garage into a laboratory and rigging electrical contraptions around his house. As a teenager, he moved to Miami with his family, where he developed an interest in computers and graduated valedictorian of his high school. During high school, he established the Dream Institute, an educational summer camp for 4th, 5th, and 6th graders. Career in finance. Following his graduation from Princeton, Bezos worked at several Wall Street firms, including Fitel, Bankers Trust, and the investment firm D. Sure, Bezos became D. Shaw's youngest vice president in 1990. Despite the fact that his career in finance was extremely lucrative, Bezos chose to take a risk and enter the nascent world of e-commerce. He quit his job in 1994, moved to Seattle, and opened an online bookstore to capitalize on the untapped potential of the internet market. Founder and CEO of Amazon.com. On July 16, 1995, Bezos launched Amazon.com, named after a meandering South American river, after asking 300 friends to beta test his site. Several employees began developing software with Bezos in his garage in the months leading up to the launch, eventually expanding operations into a 2-bedroom house outfitted with 3 Sun microstations. The company's initial success was meteoric. Amazon.com sold books across the United States and in 45 foreign countries in 30 days with no press promotion. Sales reached $20,000 per week in 2 months, far faster than Bezos and his startup team had anticipated. When Amazon.com went public in 1997, many market analysts wondered if the company would be able to compete when traditional retailers launched their own e-commerce sites. 2 years later, the startup had not only kept up with, but also outpaced competitors, establishing itself as an e-commerce leader. Bezos continued to diversify Amazon's offerings by selling CDs and videos in 1998, followed by clothing, electronics, toys, and other items through major retail partnerships. While many dot-coms failed in the early 1990s, Amazon thrived, with annual sales increasing from $510,000 in 1995 to over $17 billion in 2011. Bezos stated in his 2018 annual shareholder letter that the company had surpassed 100 million paid subscribers for Amazon Prime. Amazon was valued at more than $1 trillion by September 2018, making it the second company in history to do so, just a few weeks after Apple. Healthcare venture Amazon, Berkshire Hathaway, and J. Morgan Chase issued a joint press release on January 30, 2018, announcing plans to pool their resources to form a new healthcare company for their U.S. employees. According to the release, the company will be free from profit-making incentives and constraints as it seeks ways to reduce costs and improve patient satisfaction, with an initial focus on technological solutions. The healthcare system is complex, and we approach this challenge with an open mind about the degree of difficulty, Bezos said. As difficult as it may be, reducing the economic burden of healthcare while improving outcomes for employees and their families would be worthwhile. Earth Fund. Bezos announced the establishment of the Bezos Earth Fund on February 17, 2020, to combat the potentially disastrous effects of climate change. Bezos said he would start issuing grants and fund scientists, activists, NGOs, any effort that offers a real possibility to help preserve and protect the natural world, in addition to committing $10 billion to the initiative. Stepping down as CEO, Amazon announced in February 2021 that Bezos will step down as CEO in the third quarter of the year. He will take over as executive chair of Amazon's board of directors. Wife and kids. Bezos met Mackenzie Tuttle at D. Show, where he was a senior vice president, and she worked as an administrative assistant to pay the bills and fund her writing career. The couple dated for 3 months before getting engaged and marrying in 1993. Mackenzie was a key figure in the creation and success of Amazon, contributing to the creation of the company's first business plan and serving as the company's first accountant. Despite her quiet and bookish demeanor, she publicly supported Amazon and her husband. Mackenzie, a novelist by trade who studied under Toni Morrison at Princeton University, published her first book, The Testing of Luther Albright, in 2005 and her second novel, Traps, in 2013. Bezos and Mackenzie divorced in 2019 after 25 years of marriage. Bezos' stake in Amazon was reduced from 16% to 12% as part of the divorce settlement, putting his stake at nearly $110 billion and Mackenzie's at more than $37 billion. Mackenzie declared her intention to donate at least half of her fortune to charity. Bezos and Mackenzie have 4 children, 3 sons and a Chinese adopted daughter. The National Enquirer published an 11-page expose of Bezos' extramarital affair with television host Lauren Sanchez shortly after he announced his divorce from Mackenzie in January 2019. Following that, Bezos launched an investigation into the National Enquirer and its parent company, American Media, Inc. The following month, in a lengthy Medium post, Bezos accused Ami of threatening to publish explicit photos if he did not drop the investigation. Of course, I don't want my personal photos published, but I also won't engage in their well-known practices of blackmail, political favors, political attacks, and corruption, Bezos wrote. I'd rather stand up, turn this log over, and see what crawls out. Bezos suggested in the same post that there could be a link between Amy's actions and the Saudi government. A forensic examination of Bezos' phone later revealed that it had been hacked after the billionaire received a video via WhatsApp from Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman. Sanchez divorced her husband in April of 2019. In July, she and Bezos made their first public appearance as a couple at Wimbledon. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching. We hope you learned something new about the man behind Amazon and Blue Origin. As one of the wealthiest people in the world, Bezos has had a huge impact on the tech industry and the way we shop and consume media. While his business success is undeniable, he has also faced criticism for labor practices at Amazon, and his personal life has been the subject of much media attention. Regardless of your personal opinion, there's no denying that Bezos has had a significant impact on the world as we know it today. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more content like this. Thanks for watching.